Hello everyone, today we're diving into a game changer. The name of this product, the ONN 15.6 Portable Office Monitor. With a crisp 1080p resolution at 60 Hz. This has dual USB-C ports and a mini HDMI input. This device promises to transform how you use your gadgets on the go. Let's break it down. First up, unboxing. This package is sleek, compact with the essentials inside. Comes with the HDMI mini port and 2 HDMI-C. What this means is if you have a Steam Deck or a MacBook that has USB-C ports, instead of having to carry a dongle or a dock, you can just carry a dongle, meaning one of these right here. Instead of having to carry one of these that you plug into the MacBook with the USB-C, instead of having to carry something extra, you could just plug in directly one cable directly to the monitor, and in theory it should just work as a charging cable and an HDMI, so 2-in-1. These are the specs that it has. 15.6 inch 1080p monitor, which is good for on the go. What I do like about this is it comes with a stand-up case. This is how thin it's supposed to be. It's literally about the size of a laptop that you could take on the go. It's a portable monitor. These are the items that come inside the box. We have the portable monitor itself. It actually does come with an HDMI mini cable, which is perfect because I don't have them. I have regular HDMI cables. I never had the need to use a mini HDMI cable, but I'm interested in trying these 2 USB-C ports because I do have a Steam Deck and I recently got my wife the Legion Go, so I want to see how that works on both of them. And then since I am doing this YouTube channel on the side, I do video editing, so this would be perfect as like a second monitor for my MacBook instead of having to buy an actual monitor. It's compatible with the Mac OS and Windows, so that's perfect for that. But enough talking, let's get straight into it. First off, when you open the packaging, oh, that's not good. It already has zip ties. That means someone might have opened this already. Oh, someone definitely opened this already. Oh, wow. I didn't know they sold used items. As you can see, this is used. I don't know what kind of stains that is. Let me get a wipe real quick to clean that. Alright, so I have wiped it because it did come with a little bit of stain. So my guess is this did come used. Wow, this is actually pretty light. And look how thin that is. That is so thin. Look at the size comparison to my iPad with the case. Almost identical. And this is what I mean. This is 15-inch, 8-inch model. So it doesn't look that far off. Alright, so you have the buttons right here. So I'm gonna put this to the side real fast, and then we can just take a look at what's in the box. So in the box you have your user guide, which is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this in a little bit, not right now. So you have the quick startup user guide. This right here is your HDMI to HDMI mini, and the way that looks is you have the regular HDMI port right here, and then on the opposite side looks identical to an HDMI port, just smaller. This does come with a USB-C cable, which again is perfect because this should have charging and data transfer capabilities on this USB-C cable, and it comes with 2 of them, which is good. Actually, this is perfect. This comes with the USB-A to USB-C, and then this one right here is USB-C to USB-C. So I'm glad that they actually included both of them. So depending on if the monitor itself doesn't come with a battery and you do have to have it plugged in, well, I guess you have both cables. So depending on the box you have, whether you're plugging it into something like this that has USB-A, you could use this cable right here, USB-A for right here. Or if you have another box where it's just USB-C and you have to use only USB-C, or in my case, I will be using this cable for the MacBook. I will plug this to the MacBook and this to the monitor, and the single cable is all you need. No longer do you need to carry this around to have the HDMI. I have to carry this because I plug another dongle to this to get the HDMI, which is dumb. So this monitor for me will be excellent, but then I also have this dongle right here, or this hub as they will call it. Look how massive this is. This is another big bulky item. So imagine having to carry this with you everywhere you go to just be able to have an HDMI port, and then also to be able to have extra ports. So now in theory I could just carry this to get the HDMI ports, or not the HDMI, the USB-A if I really need it. But to be honest, I don't really use USB-A unless I'm charging something. So USB-C I'm okay with, and the monitor has 2 USB-Cs, but I no longer need to carry this around. And then just look at this cable alone. This cable alone is really long. So like, to carry all of this just to be able to have a second monitor or a second screen, now all you need is this. You could literally just put your MacBook right on top of here, throw 2 cables in your backpack, and you're good to go. Now moving on, I do want to check how this looks. So this is the first impression to opening it. This actually feels like it has kind of like a foam rubbery material, which provides a lot of grip but also feels nice to the touch. So this is a decent size screen. This is definitely bigger than my MacBook, as I have the 2020 MacBook M1, the MacBook Air, which is a 13-inch. This is 15.6 inches, so this is 2 inches bigger, which is great. When I carry my Steam Deck on the go, if I want, I could plug it to a monitor like this, technically get a bigger screen. Same concept with my Steam Deck. I just need the one cable and I can power this on. So moving on this side, you have the aux cable, you have an exit button. I don't know what this button's for. And this is obviously the power button, and the M, which I think is for mode, like to switch it from HDMI to USB, I'm assuming. But I mean, look how thin this monitor is. It's smaller than my fingernail. That is impressive. And I just paid 75 bucks for this at Walmart. You could definitely find it a lot cheaper on Amazon. This I paid $75 for. It was on rollback from Walmart. You can probably pay around the same amount of money, but instead of getting a 1080p, it could probably be 1440p. So, or 4K, depending on your needs. And it could have a built-in battery. This, I'm still not sure if it has one, but we'll find out. And on the opposite side, you have your HDMI cable and your 2 USB-Cs. Now this says C2 and C1, so I'm not sure if you have to plug it in that order. So as I set it up, I found out you do have to have it plugged in, as soon as you unplug it, it does shut off. So there is no built-in battery on here, which is why I think getting it on Amazon is better, because you can get it around the same price or maybe a little bit more expensive, but you would get either faster frame rate, a higher resolution, and you can get a built-in battery. So like, you can essentially charge the monitor and then you can take it on the go. So in this case, you would need to carry 2 cables. So the 2 cables it came with, you can carry one of them, plug it to the wall to plug it here, and then the other one you would have to plug it onto here. But as you guys can see, the good thing is this cable, since you are plugging the monitor in, the monitor does act as a charger. So this, I have the monitor plugged in, as you guys saw. Move the cable, the monitor shut off, because the red cable is the power cable. So now that the power cable is plugged in, the monitor is on. And I don't know if you can see on the very top right here, shows the Steam Deck itself is charging. And I'm gonna hold it right here. But this cable right here, this USB-C, is the cable that's plugged into the Steam Deck. And as you guys can see, I only have one port. There's nothing else plugged into here. So it's just the one port and it's charging. So because the monitor is plugged to a power source, which allows you to connect other stuff, the quality does look good. As you guys can see, the buttons on the side have these different options.